to part 2. Hopefully you've seen the first part of this video series, video number 1. Let's jump right into video number 2. Item number 6, use video outreach. Obviously, YouTube is a hugely successful platform. If done properly, video is a tremendously persuasive way to communicate. That's why New York Ad Men is here. But before you jump into YouTube marketing, keep in mind that to do it correctly generally costs a lot more than other social media that relies on text and static images. If done well, YouTube marketing can be very compelling. But if not done well, it can also be a very quick turnoff to many customers. Number 7, how to manage public disasters. A lot of companies have had to break some bad news this year, from we can't complete your order to we're going to be going out of business. Now, this isn't easy for either party on either side. I've worked with agencies and done some public relations work for major brands that had major issues. I'm talking oil spills and product recalls. This is never easy. Here are a few things that I've gleaned from it. The best thing you can do is be totally forthcoming. Get all of the information out there ASAP. Don't hold back. At the same time, I'm not telling you to make it all sound worse than it is either. Shoot for a balanced and truthful communication. Make sure that you include any resolutions for the problems that you communicate to the public. The more you can share, the better the customers can deal with your communications. Even with smaller firms, be thoughtful with your communications and search for solutions that you can offer. For example, my company helped out a few medical firms navigate with their clients while office hours were curtailed or simply not available. We then helped to set up their telemedicine options to meet with clients online and modified their websites to offer and promote this service. We also helped a few retail stores move online and streamline curbside and dropship orders while in-store shopping was shuttered. Number 8. Wildly creative. Many people now are suggesting it's a great time to go wildly creative. In fact, Forbes magazine had an article that said this: "It's time to take risks and be creative with your marketing tactics." As a creative in advertising for all these years, I have to say that I don't agree. In unsettling times, you want your message to be settling. We want to reassure our customers that things are going to be okay and that we have a steady hand. That doesn't stop you from being creative and aggressively marketing what you have to sell. Number 9, build that new business website. Right now is a great time to update or create a real business website. And here's why. Your business or website may be hitting a lull around now, so it's a good time to amp up with a new business website that really takes marketing into account. New websites can take COVID and new ways of doing business into account. A new or updated website can be designed to offer greater online sales opportunities, even going fully e-commerce if you hadn't done that before. If you haven't updated your branding or business image in a while, you simply won't find a better time than now. While 2021 is likely to remain bumpy, keep your eye on 2022. It's going to roar back. It isn't at all too soon to start designing your company for that rollout. Number 10, e-commerce. If you don't already run an e-commerce website, I have to ask you, what exactly are you waiting for? I've been bringing companies to e-commerce for years, and I've yet to meet one that didn't benefit and make more profit in doing it. Here are some ideas on what to keep in mind. Before you even start with the e-commerce, make sure your website is up to date with your branding, your image, and your messaging. Otherwise, you'll be confusing your visitors, and that'll cut into your sales. Make sure your website is current in its design, capabilities, and technology. If any of those things look like they're from 2015, again, that'll cut into your sales and your branding. Before COVID, many companies, especially manufacturers, had both their traditional retail sales channels, often decades old and well established. Plus, many have developed their own online sales platforms. Often, these differ in a range of ways, from simply being a direct sales channel to being wholesale only, B2B only, or similar market divider. But with more retail moving to online sales, most companies want to accommodate. The real challenge here is to figure out how to clearly speak to each of your markets. Usually, this can't be done all at the same time, and you're best served by breaking your markets up to address each independently. This will be addressed in its own video, but for now, consider whether creating a website for each of your markets is the best option, or if other solutions are best. If you're new to online sales or at the stage where you realize you need to up your game, keep in mind that it'll be necessary to fully reproduce all of your brick-and-mortar solutions online. That means your online customer service needs to be easy to reach and responsive. And things like your images and videos of your products need to be clear and professional, or risk losing a lot of sales. Take a cue from the big players online. The more information you give, and the better the visual and written descriptions of your products, the more sales you're likely to have. Conversely, few photos, bad photos, unclear descriptions, and your sales will suffer. And that's it for now. These two videos and the suggestions they make are not meant to be exhaustive, but they do apply to a broad range of businesses and the needs that you're going to be encountering. Many industry-specific ideas will also need to be implemented to make it fully work for your business. Some of those we'll address in the future. Be responsive to the changes in the markets and your business that you see. Respond to your customers' needs. Do that now rather than later. Later may not actually come if you're not responsive enough. Later, your customers may become somebody else's customers. Avoid this by becoming proactive. Do it now.